Hey guys, welcome back to 10 minutes English conversation practice with me. Here I try to make the practice sessions very interesting by coming up with new ideas. I do a lot of research about what can help you to become more fluent and confident easily and within lesser time. And that is why I have come up with a lot of conversational videos wherein I have spoken on different topics. I have spoken on question and answer. I have spoken about the conversation I had with people. So I picked up those conversation. I've spoken on it. I have picked up certain topics which are used in general, common topics which are used in our day-to-day conversation, and I've spoken about that, like weather and the park, how to describe a park, how to describe what you have done, your daily routine, etc., etc. And right now I've started using this format of question and answer, wherein I come up with certain questions which are very interesting, very relatable, and very commonly used in our conversation, right? So if you have noticed that whatever conversation we have, every conversation starts with a question, and replying to those questions makes the conversation grow. Right? So that is why I pick up those questions which are commonly asked and which are commonly answered during a conversation. My English is very simple. I speak very basic common vocabulary. The sentence structure is very simple. I speak in general, like I don't get into specifics, so that it's easier for you to understand, relate to, and then repeat this exercise on your own. So I always ask you to speak with me, repeat after me, shadow with me, or you can take my idea and you can just speak on those lines, or you can just come up with your own idea and just start speaking on your own. Right? So you can do n number of things with this. And when I say speak with me, I understand I speak fast. I mean, I don't give space in between. It's just that when I start giving space in between, it will get very boring for you to watch my videos, guys. So what you can do is, you can listen to one complete sentence, you can pause my video, listen to it completely, understand it, and then repeat it. That is what shadowing is all about, right? What you have to do is you have to listen to one sentence, you have to pause the video, probably write it down if you're not able to understand, practice it once or twice, and then repeat it with me. Okay, this is how you can practice speak with me or repeat after me or shadowing with me. Okay, so I've just described the whole process in detail now, and I'm sure you will get more clarity on this. On that note, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communication problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently and quickly. I have a surprise element also at the end of the session, where it can be anything like vocabulary or a quiz or a game, anything it can be, which is very interesting. So stay tuned, watch my complete video to know about it as well. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, do it right now and like and share my videos. Do write your comments in the comment section and don't forget to press the notification icon. So guys, let's get started with today's session. My first question is, do you prefer travel in the city, nature, or countryside? This is a very interesting question for me and I love answering this. I am a nature lover. Anytime, any day, nature is something which I'll prefer. So I prefer natural surroundings, I prefer landscapes, I prefer beach, I prefer hills, mountains, forest, greenery. So all these things I prefer any day, any time. So if you want me to choose from city life or nature, traveling to a city or nature or a countryside, I'll prefer nature, natural surroundings. And the second thing is countryside. I would love to visit villages. I have not visited a lot of villages till date, but I would love to. I would love to see how they live there, what is their lifestyle, what is their routine, what they do for their living, what they eat, So everything I want to know about countryside as well. But my first choice will be nature. I love nature. I love going to the mountains. I love going to the beach. I love going to the landscapes and all those things. So natural surroundings is something I would prefer any day, anytime. The scenic beauty. It's so mesmerizing to see the scenic beauty. You will just fall in love with the beauty of nature if you start observing that. The lots of places are so beautiful naturally. So I would prefer visiting those places. Question number 2 is, how do you prepare for a trip? Well, I'm a pretty much organized person. If I have to plan a trip, I would prefer planning it in advance. I will choose which season or when I want to go, and according to the season, I'll choose the place. So once I've decided on the season and the place, then the first thing I would like to do is check the tickets. So, at times, sometimes the tickets are fairly high. The cost of the tickets are fairly high. At times it is low. So I keep on checking for a week and then I finally book the ticket. Whenever I find it budget friendly or reasonable, I book the ticket. So that is the first thing I do. I start planning with the season and the place, and then I book the ticket. After booking the ticket, I start doing some research about what places we can visit there, where we can stay. Okay, so my first preference will be the hotel, finding a good hotel there where we can stay. And while looking for a hotel, I see the proximity also, like the places which I want to visit in that city, how much distance is there between them. Okay, so it has to be convenient, of course. So I then accordingly book the hotel and I speak to the concerned person of the hotel about the cab facility or how I can travel if they provide me travel as well. So those things I do it beforehand, and once that is done, of course, we start doing a lot of research to come up with what places we can visit there. Okay, so I try to come up with a schedule, because if it is a week's trip or 4 days trip or 2 days trip, whatever trip it is, accordingly I adjust everything, like how many places, what all places I can visit at that span of time. Okay, so these are the things I do in advance. And then if there is something, like if we're visiting that place in winter or summers, we accordingly, go and shop for dresses also. If required, we go and shop for dresses, and later on some, snacks and all I keep in my bag, so that, if you don't find anything, it's something, you don't find the good food there, or, there are at times you feel hungry. So I keep some snacks also ready with me. So I pack all these things and then I go for travel. So this is how I manage my travel plans. Question number 3. What kind of music do you like? Well, I like soothing music. I don't like very hip hop style or very loud music. I really don't like. I enjoy for a bit, at least during weddings or any party or occasion. I enjoy that, the dhol and all, for some times, but not my choice. I really like soothing music, relaxing, slow music. Not very slow, but yes, it should be very soothing to my ears at least. So soft music basically I like. Question number 4. What is the most interesting cultural difference you have experienced? Well, I think I'm eligible to talk on this because I've visited a lot of places in India as well, and I've seen a lot of culture and food and people, and I've met them, I've interacted with them. And the one thing which I found very interesting between different cultures is their food. Every city, every state, every family has a different food culture. Trust me on this. Apart from the language they speak, the religion they follow, the culture they have, the dance forms, the religious celebrations, the marriage ceremony, everybody has something different, right? But the most interesting thing was food. In India, if you go to any city, any household, different households, if you visit, you will find something different in their food. And that is something which is very attractive or very interesting to know more about the food and their culture. And food is something which they all are very particular about. Every family has their signature dish. Every family has a unique dish which they want to present to you, right? They want to serve. And they're so attached to that recipe, and it's so old. The recipes are so old. You'll see, you will talk to them and you'll eat them, you'll talk to them, you'll get to know all these stories. So that is the most interesting part of any culture, any society, any family, I find interesting. So guys, that's all about the questions. I'm sure you will like these questions. These are very interesting, relatable questions. You can come up with your own answer as well. You can take my sentences, you can replace words, chunks of words, and you can make your own sentences also. You have to take some efforts, guys. Everything is not ready-made. You have to listen to my video twice, thrice. You have to listen to one sentence and pause the video, understand that sentence, listen to it again, and then repeat or come up with your own sentence. You have to take efforts, guys. And it's really worth it, guys. Trust me on this. So try practicing in this way for 10 minutes at least for 30 days to see the difference. These are very simple, very easy, and it will help you to speak in English with others also when these questions comes up later. So if you will be in practice answering these questions, it will really definitely going to help you when you are actually speaking or having a conversation on these lines with others in English. So guys, coming back to the surprise element. So again, I have some vocabularies which I've used in this session, which I'm going to talk to you about. Here what I do is, whatever words I choose, I just explain them or tell their meaning and come up with a sentence just with the context I have used, in the context which I have used. These words may be used in different contexts. They will have different meanings. If you open your dictionary and check these words, they will have different meanings in different contexts. So what your task is, I will just speak about what context I have used. So what your task is, you have to find out other meanings of the same word, understand what context these can be used, and come up with your own sentences on that. This will really improve your vocabulary and it will help you to speak English better. So this is your task. The first word is soothing. Now here I have used in context with music, what kind of music I like. So soothing means to calm you down, to relax yourself, right? So in this context I have used, for example, I'll just give you a sentence. For example, having an ice cream in a hot weather is very soothing. Word number 2, culture. The context I've used this word culture is the way people live their life, or the rituals which they perform, or the way they lead their life or live their life, which includes everything like their eating habits, their religious rituals, their clothing, the language, and everything. So these all comprises of culture. For example, the culture in South India is very different from North India. Every family has a different culture, or every state has a different culture. Okay, so guys, that's the end. I'm sure you have liked this session, you have enjoyed this session, and you have understood how to practice it. If you have any doubts, if you need any clarification, please write your comments in the comment section. I'll try to reply to your comment or clarify that point in my next video. So guys, take care of yourself, keep learning, keep practicing. Bye-bye.